Alright everyone, it's time for a video that's more a little bit philosophical without being a cult, which is, you know, a new thing generally speaking, and also not political in nature. Time to talk about self-confidence, just a little bit of a pep talk for people. I'm feeling better at the moment for various reasons. You gotta talk about this because a lot of people, they've held themselves back in life specifically because of a lack of self-confidence. It's not a lack of drive or a lack of talent, it's just that they don't express it. Like, when you're young, through school and stuff, most people, they make an attempt to fit in. And so, like, the way in which culture, in which human behavior causes that is through bullying, literally. If we look at animals, like some of the more intelligent animals, they basically do the same thing. They cause others to fall into certain general prescribed behavioral patterns, normal patterns, by basically bullying or by some sort of peer pressure. And in essence, it's a survival mechanism. That is, that certain individuals are trying to prevent others from literally replicating as much and to gain larger access to mates by causing those other individuals not to strut their stuff, so to speak. Now, there's a big difference between self-confidence and just blind egotism. Blind egotism is like, well, I'm perfect, ha ha ha. Self-confidence is like, you can work on the imperfections, whatever, but there's no reason to, like, beat up on yourself. Just be yourself. And that's like the most powerful thing ever. Once you get to the point where you no longer give a damn about other people's projections on you and things like they want you to dress a certain way, say certain things, not say other things, believe a certain way, or certain religion, a certain politics, or whatever. Once you stop giving a fuck about those things and you're like, fuck off, and you just do your own thing, then you start drawing people in actually quite effectively. Because that people see in you what they want to be. They want that confidence for themselves as well, like, drawn to it like a beacon. It's a good thing. It's good to be self-confident. Like, a lot of times, people will like message me asking things like, oh, I'm not pretty, or I'm not smart, or whatever, and how do I do X, Y, and Z? It's like, your problem is this. The fundamental problem is that you've started from the wrong footing. You've started off saying what you can't do and what your weaknesses are, instead of stressing what you want to do and simply leaving it at that and then trying to. But you're not going to be willing to try. You're not going to put in enough effort for your trying to generally be successful unless you think it's possible. If you start off just doing something half-assed, half-heartedly, and like, well, I don't think I can do this, but, I guess I'll give it a try, you're probably going to fail. And then when you fail, you're never going to try again. You'll be demoralized, and then other people will laugh, and it feels bad, and all of that, wonderful things that go on in the human race because we're so enlightened. We're such enlightened, less hairy versions of apes, essentially. And you've got to understand that as well. The humans are basically not very far removed from chimpanzees and orangutans. So we sort of act the same way. People mob up on one another. They like to see someone torn down. Especially a person who has self-confidence, because it makes them feel better about themselves. And sort of like that destructiveness, it's not inherently negative all the time. It can serve a purpose. There are certain things, people, you criticize someone, you get them to stop smoking crack, you're like, aha, look at the funny crackhead, or something like that, and then they feel bad, maybe they quit the pipe because they're like, oh shit, what am I doing with my life? Okay, well, you might have saved their life, that's okay. But a lot of times it's malevolent. It's just like, oh, haha, look at those socks. Haha, you're poor, or whatever. I shouldn't listen to you because you say the wrong thing or the wrong way, or you look or sound the wrong way while doing it. But the first thing you need to do is realize you can do something. And there are limits, like, you don't have any legs, you're probably not going to become a ballerina. Maybe you can become an inventor, though, and invent a new pair of legs. Have you thought of that? And you'll be much more famous if you do. You take your mind out of the box that other people have spent your entire life trying to put it in. And just fucking do whatever the fuck you want. Like, when you die, there might not be anything afterwards. Why the hell are you worrying about what other people believe? Fuck them. That's about all. Peace out.